Hello, everybody. Saying hi from Northern California. So sorry for the silence for the last few days. I was on a 4-day travel from Thailand to China, another city in China, then over to San Francisco. And last night I arrived here up in Northern California between the redwood trees. So I hope you can feel the energy that I am in right now. I wanted to give a little bit of an update about this 9/11 time, about the period between 9/11 and the 21st of October, what's going on and what it is related to. So the information that I've been receiving in the last days is that 9/11 is a code, just as some of us see the codes 1111 or 411 or 2222, etc. 9/11 is connected to a war code or a war code timelines. This number goes back not only to 9/11 7 years ago with the Twin Towers, but it's connected to World War I, World War II, I believe also Napoleon, and it goes back in time in eons. Also with Alexander the Great. So during this period, and it starts in about August and now working up to September 11th, there's a lot of certain frequency resonance from all different timelines that are connected to this period. So as more and new warlike events happen and people connect to fear and anxiety, that is opened up or is so much stronger during that time because of the old resonances, because of the old frequencies from those past timelines. So it's kind of like an amplifier, if you will. So during this time, when we do feel fear, it can be amplified a lot because of those other timelines that it's connected to. I don't say this there's nothing to worry about. There are certain forces who are trying to use this time period and this 9/11 war code to pump out fear and anxiety once more, because we are all raising in consciousness. Even the people who are unaware of their ascension process, they are also rising in consciousness. We are as a collective. And there are certain forces who doesn't like this, so they're kind of, let's say, pulling the last stops, trying to do anything that they can to either hinder or slow down this process. Now, we've gone very far in our evolution and our ascension process, so they cannot really harm us any longer. But we may feel different resonances of what they're trying to do, especially when we're very sensitive to it. So the most important thing is that this is not a fearful time. This is just a time of immense purging. And if you feel during this time period, especially a few days before 9/11, during 9/11 itself, and during the 21st of October, if we're feeling any fear and anxiety come up, know that it may not be you, it may be from the collective consciousness. It is being enhanced or made bigger because of these past timelines that enhance that power. So just know that we can breathe through it and stay in your heart, stay in your center, do a lot of heart breathing, heart meditations, and know that this will also pass. Don't buy into that fear. Don't buy into that anxiety. Don't be a part of it. Hold your strength. Hold your strength for the people that are around you, for the people who are not aware, right? And as I share this information, I share it not to frighten or give fear, but so that we are aware. We may not feel any of this, and that's absolutely fine, but my wish is that if any of these things do come up, that we know what it's about, so we have some strength in our mind to keep this process as light and smooth as possible. Okay? And by knowing this, then if this happens and to other people around in your vicinity, then you are also educated and you know what's going on and how to help them and what to say or not to say. What else about 9/11? Well, obviously it's 911 is the telephone number we call for emergency and police. That's also done like that for a reason. That's not for nothing. There are a lot of astrological events connected to 9/11, which I will post in the next video. What else? Yes. Again, just make sure that you have a free schedule or a flexible schedule, and if you can, get enough food in the house so during that 1 week or 1 or 2 week period that you don't have to go outside or into the matrix if you don't want to, because you have enough food to feed yourself. I'm not saying that we're gonna go down and have to like lock ourselves away from the earth, but then you have the choice, right? And you don't have to go out into certain energies you don't particularly feel like. A lot of meditation and just laying still, a lot of connecting with the heart, and just being. Just being and knowing that this is passing. It's going to be a great purging, a releasing, and there will be a moment that everything seems very dark, and then it can become, there'll be a switching moment where everything becomes a little lighter. For us. Let's see if there's something else at this moment in time to share. If you are a twin flame and you know who your twin flame is, this might be a very good time to either connect with them and let them know about this process, because they may feel it too, especially you guys are in tandem, you feel each other, so be very good that when this process is happening, that even if you're on the other side of the world, your partner or your twin flame knows about this process, and so when he feels or she feels into you and you are going through certain stuff, he or she is also aware of this. And perhaps if you are close in vicinity, then this might be good days to either meet up and do certain connective meditations, or even spend that time or a couple of days or a day during that time together, or the 9/11 date itself. So, as I mentioned, certain forces are trying to pull the last stops and trying to invoke more fear and anxiety and confusion so that people are hindered towards their spiritual growth or towards their path. At the same time, life forces have beautifully orchestrated, as always, the coming together of these twin flames all around the planet. Whether they themselves are conscious or unconscious about it, it does not matter. And they are coming together, and they will be going into union, at least the first wave of them, not all of them right now. This will be during beginning September, end of September, and October period, and other waves will be going through it at the end of the year and next year, etc. This is very interconnected with everything that's happening in the next 1.5 month period. In the next video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about sacred union. What does it look like when twin flames are coming into sacred union, and what is that about? Anything else that is important for now? Just a couple of energy updates. So some of you may be seeing more, having more visuals, either the guides that you work with or different beings you work with, you see them more clearly, or your visualization, your clairvoyancy has become stronger. Some of you may be seeing energy more enhanced, more brightly. You may be looking around, and at any given time it kind of looks like static, like the television when it's on static. Just seeing, and that's just moving energy. You may be seeing ley lines, energy lines, or sacred geometry in things and places. Also, headaches may occur more oftenly. Again, all the other symptoms we talked about, in which you can see my other videos about chest pains, neck pains. What's been coming up a lot is Yeah, you may want to watch out what you're putting into your body. You may start to see yourself become more sensitive. So every time you're eating something that is not at the same frequency as you, perhaps certain chocolate or a certain dish that's with a lot of sugar, you may straight away get a headache, or you may straight away not feel that well because it doesn't resonate with your frequency anymore. So just be aware of what you're putting onto your body, what products you're using on your face, the clothes you wear, what you're eating, and what you're drinking. Again, it depends where you are in your process. Some of you have just started this process, some of you are in the middle, and some of you are ending. So just be really kind to yourself where you're at. Be very loving to yourself. If you're feeling very disconnected to spirit, source, to your higher self, to whichever form of higher source you most relate to, that's okay. That's part of it. Keep your faith and just connect to those memories, those events that have happened in your life where you know without a doubt your path, or you know without a doubt that anything is possible. Those are going to keep you strong. Those are your happy thoughts, just like Peter Pan, he needed happy thoughts to be able to fly. So find your happy thoughts that help you work through those moments of disconnect, of fear, of anxiety, of doubt. All right, find those for you. It'll be very helpful. And best is to find one memory which is a very grounded one, where there were others who were witness to that event, and perhaps another more majestic and magical one. So you have two different types to hold on to. Yes, this is all for now today. Take it easy, take it calm, and I will be sending more updates very, very soon. Thank you for connecting. Much love. Bye.